And we're back. Oh, we're back. We're front. We're all over. The haters are here. The lovers are here. He's here. I'm here. You're here. Oh, it is the latest and hopefully greatest and hopefully your favoriteest wrestling podcast, the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
I am Billy.
And today, tonight, wherever you're doing, whatever you are, we are going to talk about the SmackDown before Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank, and the Monday Night Raw after Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank. Hey, if you haven't already, go check out our episode of Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank because we go over it in a little bit of detail, give you some results, some outcomes. Uh, if you don't want to get things spoiled here, you might want to listen to that, then jump on back and listen to this. But either way, you're here, and as always, we gonna get right to it with my man Bill. He gonna tell us about some Friday night SmackDown. Let's
Hi,
go.
everybody. Boy, it was a SmackDown before Money
Hmm.
in the Bank. We kicked it off with Seth freaking Rollins coming out in that navy blue with the navy blue background. Like I said, pay attention, kids. Whatever he's wearing, that's the same color as his Tron. That's a
I've
fun
seen it.
fact.
It's true.
Yes,
Fact.
sir. And he claims nobody can stop him. I mean, look who he has behind him. Like you can't get to Seth Rollins.
He's
You
got a
got
good,
two walls standing in front of you.
good team. It's a good team.
So right on cue when he says that, here comes Solo Sikoa and the rest of the bloodline.
Oh
Just
snap.
mosey on out to confront this new group that is still nameless. We'll see what happens. I hear rumors maybe the Vision, uh,
Hmm.
being that he's the visionary, but I think that's a little kind of boring and bland. But we'll see.
We'll
Sometimes
see.
those things just happen organically. So
Facts.
yeah.
Big facts.
They're going back and forth, and Seth Rollins comes up with a new nickname for Jacob Fatu as Solo's bitch, which as you
Yes.
can tell, Solo was not gonna, or Jacob Fatu was not gonna take that. So that seamlessly goes into the first match of the night, which was left Rollins and company to leave, but brings out Big Jimmy Uso. He comes out behind JC Mateo and drop kicks him, and that's going to be the match
Okay.
that goes into uh, Jimmy Uso versus JC Mateo.
Okay.
And it basically it's what you think it would happen. So Mateo's throwing uh, Jimmy Uso all around the ring. That's what he does. That's his specialty, suplex guy. He's like the new suplex machine that Taz used to be.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Long story short, Bloodline gets involved. But then Jimmy Uso gets the roll up and actually gets the pin over JC Mateo.
Oh snap.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
after him being literally manhandled by JC Mateo, he ends up Jacob Fatu ends up costing him the victory. So next we have the Bakersfield Brawl. Bakersfield. So basically just a hardcore match, kids. They just don't say hardcore anymore.
Right.
Bakerfield Brawl between Piper Niven and Selena Vega.
Hey now.
It was a much better showing for Selena Vega than the
Okay.
past few weeks.
There we go.
Uh, yeah, so I don't know if the hardcore element helps or not, but whatever it was, she looked great in this match.
Okay.
She had a super code red from on Piper Niven from the top rope, which was very impressive.
Okay.
To get that much Piper Niven up and or down and around to do flips and stuff. So that was good. Um, ultimately, it turns into a 3-on-1 match. So Alba Fire and Chelsea Green both get involved, and they start kind of beating her down until, out of nowhere, Julia comes out,
Oh,
and she kind of helps out Zelina Vega, and Zelina Vega ends up picking up the win.
okay. Selena
But
Vega wins again. Oh,
mhm.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that was where also I told you. So they went through Piper Niven went through a table, and that was the Slim Jim branded table. So I was like, oh, that's the first time I've seen an object be branded. What could be next? Tune into our Money in the Bank podcast, kids. We'll you'll see what happened next.
Indeed. Indeed.
So yeah, so I think it's Julia just kind of showing her stuff, be like, I want that belt. Just I'm here, but you know, give me a shot. I helped you out, give me a shot kind of thing. So we'll
There you
see
go.
how that goes.
We'll see how it goes.
Cuts to a segment in the locker room between Jay, Cody, and Jimmy. Just to see if Jay's ready for the next few days. He's got that big tag match coming up at Money in the Bank,
Mhm.
and then that Monday Night Raw, he has his title defense against Gunther. So they just want to make sure he's in the right headspace, make sure that he's feeling oozy. And Jay said he's up for the challenge and he's ready to go for the weekend. So
You know,
we'll see how that goes.
we'll see how it goes.
After that, we get a pretty sweet Aleister Black vignette playing about how LA Knight stealing his Money in the Bank match
Right.
opportunity from him because Aleister Black, if you remember, hit the Black Mass, but then LA Knight threw him out of the ring and picked up the pin.
Yeah.
So there might be a little feud between those two.
Okay.
So that led into LA Knight versus Aleister Black.
Okay.
Uh, so that was the next match on SmackDown, which LA Knight comes out, huge pop as always, wearing his sweet green Money in the Bank new fitter shirt that he got, which I want to pick up from shop.
Well, hey, night. Yeah.
Yep. So he cuts like I said, promo about Money in the Bank. It's gonna be his third time, like it's third time's a charm kind of thing. Just LA Knight, just being LA Knight.
Hmm.
Uh, and that match was as phenomenal as you would think. You're a huge fan of Aleister Black. You know what he can do. So there's Muay Thai combos left and right, kicks and punches, just a flurry of blows from Aleister Black. But LA Knight's just trading him back as well. Um, so they ended up taking a gnarly spill out on the floor.
Ooh.
It was crazy.
Okay.
Um, which cued Seth Rollins comes in and interferes in the match, being the LA Knights and Money in the Bank. So Seth Rollins being on SmackDown, he's establishing a little dominance for people he doesn't normally get to see.
There you go.
Aleister Black is not happy with that because obviously it cost him the match. But it doesn't matter because he gets a stomp as well. Long story short. So Seth Rollins again is establishing dominance, showing that he is the guy. Clearly he's not by himself, but doesn't need to be.
Go ahead and check out our Money in the Bank review. I'll to let you know. Seth Rollins. Yeah, man. Seth
Yep.
Rollins.
He's been the past, he's the president, he's going to be the future. Like he's so good, so good.
Yeah. He's on another level. On another level.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Next up was God, I'm blanking the general manager's name. Not a big deal. Anyway, they talk about bringing up the King of the Ring, Nick Aldis. Thank you.
There it is.
On my own. So they're bringing back King and Queen of the Ring. So how that works? I wrote that down, kids. It's get with me. Each brand gets two fatal four-way matches. So two men's, two women's. Each winner from Raw takes on each winner of SmackDown in a singles competition. The finals take place at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, and the winners, the King and Queen of the Ring, also get respective championship matches at SummerSlam.
That's
So,
it. You got it.
um,
Nailed it.
so it's pretty cool that not only is it just the title of King and Queen of the Ring, but there's also an actual prize involved.
I'd like to
Never
say
done that before.
you're welcome, WWE, for listening
You're listening, kids.
because your humble pay-per-view makers and commissioners and you thought of it first.
Doing it for years.
Thought of it first.
Doing it for years. So
Oh,
anyway,
that's all
uh,
I'm saying.
so those will get started on Monday Night Raw next week. Well,
Yes.
later in the episode, we'll talk about it in a little bit.
We'll get it. We gonna get it. They gonna get it now.
After that, we cut to an interview with Brian Saxton talking to Chad Gable about
Hmm.
Worlds Collide because he's going to compete against Vikingo for
He
the AAA championship.
yes.
Uh, he's doing this interview wearing an El Grande Americano Es Numero Uno shirt. Love it. I want one of those shirts. So that sparks we see Penta and Andrade come up on him
Okay.
They are both in the Money in the Bank match,
Yes.
as is Chat and El Grande Americano.
Yes.
So that just sparks a little tussle. They get talk back and forth, and will takes us to Money in the Bank
Again,
tomorrow.
y'all check out Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank review if you want them answers. If you want them answers.
Yep. Next, we cut to an in-ring segment with the lovely Tiffany Stratton graces us with her presence once again,
It's
and
taking
basically says,
everybody.
whoever wins Money in the Bank, their world revolves around her.
Hmm.
So,
Flex on them, Tiffy. Okay.
so after that, Rhea Ripley is the first of the six competitors to come out in the next tag match, and she comes out to talk to Tiffany Stratton first. So that, like I said, they've been having seamless transitions into like matches from segments. So, after that sparks Rhea, Stephanie Vicaire, and Alexa Bliss taking on Roxanne, Naomi, and Julia. Uh, which, as expected, it's a great match. Uh, it ends up with Julia getting knocked out. Naomi refuses to tag Roxanne,
Hmm.
leaves her to the wolves. Everybody's down and out. All three women on the other team are in the ring. Roxanne turns around. She gets riptide. I know she gets the DDT from Alexa Bliss. She gets the Eat Defeat from Stephanie Vicaire, and then the riptide
Ooh.
the pin from Rhea Ripley.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yep. Naomi's like, I don't need it. It's fine. I need to compete tomorrow against you people. You
There you
take the
go.
hit, you take the loss, whatever. But yeah, it's great. A great 3-on-3 tag match. Check it out.
There you go.
After that, we see Solo talking smack backstage to Jeff Cobb Mateo,
Mhm.
saying basically how Jacob Fatu is all gas and no brains. Oh,
Snap. Shots
so
fired.
they walk away. Solo doing his little chuckle and his head wiggle, almost looking like D'Lo Brown.
Oh
And then
no.
from the doorway behind, we see Jacob Fatu. Dun dun
I
dun.
heard everything. I heard everything you said.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man. Oh no.
Uh, that takes us to another video package. Ooh, it was a creepy one, bro. But it was fantastic, featuring Mr. Bo Dallas.
Hmm.
Not he was not Uncle Howdy. He was Bo.
Hmm.
And as he's talking, they're splicing in Bray's face, like so it's like almost Two-Face kind of thing, and it's different parts, and it's just so good that you should go back and watch that one, Kills.
Hey. Okay.
That's one you definitely basically he's talking about just wanting to take over the tag division. So like I said, we don't know who the tag team will be. Maybe they'll be like the New Day and switch out week to week. I
Yeah.
don't know, but they want those belts and they're coming real hard for them.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. After that, we get to so that backstage feud, little tussle led to Penta and Andrade taking on Brutus and Julius Creed brothers. And it's as fun as you would expect it. Uh, all four of those
Really.
guys are great. The Creed brothers are phenomenal. They're one of the best tag teams, and they need to be featured more often, I think.
Okay.
They need to be on the top. They really deserve it. Mm. So anyway, Andrade's that back elbow is insane, and we were talking
Yeah.
about that at Money in the Bank. It's just every time he gets me with it, I expect a kick, and he comes out of nowhere with that elbow because it's so quick.
Yeah.
So Penta picks up the win, and then that cues Seth Rollins and company to come back out and wreck house once again.
Oh boy.
Again, establishing dominance. Seth Rollins, it's like I don't see these people. They need to know who I am, which I don't know how they wouldn't by now, but that's just Seth. Whatever.
Yes, absolutely.
Which brings us to the main event
You bet. Let's go.
segment of the evening,
Yeah.
which features the main event of Money in the Bank, which is main event Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes coming faces to faces with Logan Paul and John Cena. It's a great back and forth tussle. They're all great on the mic. We know that. Cody Rhodes, even with his lisp, is still powerful as hell. John Cena is John Cena.
Yes.
Everybody hates Logan Paul. Everybody loves Jey Uso. It
Yes.
ends with Logan Paul holding Jey Uso's belt in the air next to
Ooh.
John Cena holding up his belt. John
Ooh,
Cena is pushing so hard for Logan Paul. Like he's giving him a huge push, which is, I mean, that's great. Logan Paul is phenomenal. He's so talented. Deserves a push. So we'll see. Check out our Money in the Bank podcast to see what happens there. But that
indeed.
is Friday Night SmackDown.
Friday night SmackDown before two kind of main events, but of course before a nice PLE, a nice Money in the Bank. Sound like a good show.
I
So
noticed we're
like,
starting to say PLE now.
yeah, well, what are you gonna do? We'll save the PP.
We evolve, kids.
We'll save pay-per-views for what we do with the
That's right.
wrestling, with the wrestling back stuff. There
That's
might be a
right.
Twitch channel coming in the future. Who knows, man? Because we getting into some
Because we get into it, man.
getting some things. Speaking of getting some things, we're gonna get into this thing that is called Monday Night Raw. Live from Phoenix, Arizona. And we start off with John Cena. Nice little John Cena promo reminding everybody, hey, there's only 19 dates left,
19.
everybody. 19 dates left till till the 17 unseen is gone. CM Punk comes out because Cena's basically going, yeah, I've beaten who you got? Like I've beaten all the people you love. Who you got? And CM Punk comes out and goes, "Yeah, well, look, man, I think I got one more for you. I think we should do it tonight." And Cena goes, "Nah, Night of Champions. We should do it then."
Yeah, of course.
So that's how we started off the night. Little thing. So it looks like CM Punk and Cena not done. They might get in one more tussle. Leads us to our first match of the night is Chad Gable versus AJ Styles. The Creed brothers are in Chad's corner.
Mhm.
Uh, The match is okay. I love the commentary about the back and forth with Gable either being El Grande Americano or not being El
Yeah.
Grande
Because
Americano.
Wade Barrett is on the Pat McAfee train where it's like, you're crazy, Michael Cole. It's two different people.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. Another reminder that AJ Styles is really fun to watch.
hmm
Um,
He's phenomenal.
yeah, hey,
I hate to say it, but
he's a good
he's
there.
definitely earned that nickname.
And Chad Gable again is staying on a good level. On a good level,
He's
man.
staying up there, man.
Having wrestled a couple times, three times, who knows,
Mhm.
over the weekend. But the winner of that match is AJ Styles. He goes ahead and takes it down. Um, just an okay match. Both cats doing their thing. It was all good.
Mhm.
Which leads us to our first Queen of the Ring qualifying match. It's a fatal four-way. It's Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, and Kairi Sane. Um, Exciting. It's always exciting when these ladies get together.
I love matches where
So good.
it can equally come out to be any of the competitors. Like
Indeed.
there's definitely matches where it's like, okay, that guy's definitely not going to win, and sometimes they do. Like El
Right.
Grande Americano Money in the Bank qualifier. But this was one where any four of the ladies could have won, and I'd be happy with any one of them winning.
There was a time I would say like, oh, I feel like Kyrie Sane is in there for a throwaway, but even she
Yeah,
can possibly pull
she's
things.
reminding people who she
Yeah.
was, man. She was coming around before Io Sky was coming around.
She was the before we had a genius of the sky. She was the Sky
She was
Pirate.
Sky Pirate. Yes, sir.
Rhea does a double power bomb on Liv and Roxy. It's a great move.
So strong.
Raquel Rodriguez comes out and breaks up a count at one point, so she out there trying to come and help. But at the end of the day, Prodigy, William,
Yes, sir.
Roxanne Perez pulls it off. She is going to be in Queen of the Ring as she should.
Yeah, it's just another accolade in this rookie year she's having, man. She's gonna get a belt by next WrestleMania. I promise you.
Yeah, Kyrie was pinning Liv, and Roxy came out and basically rolled her up in a nice little cool move and pinned her to get it. So
Yeah, it was cool. There was a little thing before the match where Roxanne was talking to Liv and Gorilla, saying, "Hey, let's work together because if one of us wins, it comes to Judgment Day." And Liv's like, "No, it's cool. Just I
right,
got it. Just leave me alone." And the entire match, Roxanne was throwing herself like protecting Liv
yeah,
until she
trying to get
swooped in and took the win.
till she swooped in and took the win. Absolutely, but Kyrie was pinning Liv, so in a way, Roxy found it as trying to protect her. But
Right?
hey, however she want to try to pin it,
It's like you were gonna lose.
correct. I helped you out.
Yeah,
Hella, hella, it helps Judgment Day. Look at it like that.
look at us.
Um, then we have Becky Lynch. She's walking to do a promo. During that, we see A-Town Down kind of fighting in the background.
Yeah, we see that a few times throughout the night.
Austin Theory and Brandon Waller kind of at each other. Not probably not happy over the last couple weeks of things that's been happening. So, but Becky Lynch comes out, makes a promo,
So
cut a
good.
pretty dope promo about basically how she has now she has now raised the status of the women's intercontinental belt just because of the fact that she holds it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because she's the best.
because now she's made it cool. And just with her whole thing of like, yeah, it was hard to kind of find something new to do since I've done everything.
Right?
And now y'all are cheering this crazy bird lady.
Yeah, that's when she was explaining. She's like, it was part of the bet. She had to raise my arm in all four sides, but she
Mhm.
was doing it so aggressively. She used that word a few times. She's like, I think she dislocated my arm, so I asked her to help me put the belt on. Like, I'm a victim. It's like, oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Heel
yeah.
Becky Lynch is great.
Bill Becky Lynch is great. So yeah, there's Lyra. I think Lyra came out and looks like she might have
Yeah,
done,
Becky was calling her out. She's like, come
but
on, Lyra,
yeah, but Lyra comes out, but
at the
doesn't
decoy.
doesn't get a chance to do anything because Bailey, everybody, Bailey attacked Becky from behind, little boom, 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 and
Finally,
some fucking fist down on her. So now Bailey has entered the chat.
Bailey's
Uh,
been the whole reason apparently why Becky like came back and why she attacked Bailey. Bailey's supposed to be in their WrestleMania match with Lyra.
yeah,
So it's great
yeah.
to see Bailey back, and we'll
There's
see
always
where that
good.
feud
Yeah.
goes.
We'll see where that goes. We'll see where it goes. Which leads us to after all that dies down, R-Truth, everybody.
Mm,
R-Truth pops up and
but is he?
he hopping up on the table and going, "Hey, they y'all wanted truth and you got the truth, but the truth will set you free. And
Hmm.
the truth is y'all love R-Truth, y'all love the gimmick, but guess what?
He says,
That's
so do I.
Yeah, that's and I love R-Truth, but guess what? That's R-Truth's not gonna be the dude anymore. I'm Ron Killens, and put some respect on my name." And
Yeah.
he cuts his hair, cuts
Bro,
the dreads off live on TV.
that was nuts.
There's even a cool backstage thing
Oh,
I saw, a
I
clip I
saw
saw.
that.
He's kind of holding him walking back, and he's like, "R-Truth, you're not driving anymore. I'm Ron Killens. Put some respect on my name." So it's we are in a new era, and I think that he is the one that's going to get that slap, the men's slap, where
Oh,
it's
I
like,
hope so.
I think it's going to be him.
I hope so.
I think it's going
It's
to be him.
it's really cool because people, especially the WWE crowd, they don't really know Ron Killings. They know K Quick from back in the day. They know our truth, but they don't know like Ron Killings. He was a TNA world champ, like in between his run with WWE. He's been world champ before. He
Yes,
is not just this funny slapstick guy. He is a legit competitor, and he's going to show the rest of the world who Ron Killings is.
he is the 54-time 24/7 champion. Billion. Put some respect on his name.
Yes, among other things. But it's also really cool because now that like his real name, like that's all of his music and everything that he does outside, like that's all his real name. So when people are
Yes.
Googling that, blah, 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 they're gonna be seeing like all the music and everything that he's been doing. So he's gonna get a lot more eyes and ears on what he's been working on. So good for Ron, man.
Overall.
Can't wait to see what they have in store for us with him.
Indeed. Then we get a Judgment Day promo. You all can look it up. Judgment Day is headed towards some kind of decline. Something bad's gonna happen, and Finn loves it. Finn is stirring the pot.
I love it too.
A big cheese on his face and everything's going down. Liv is just kind of trying to figure out. I used to be the main broad around here. And then I got Raquel. Now who's this? Who's this Roxanne broad? Like who is this
Hmm.
broad? You know, I don't want your help, but goddamn, whatever. No, she's going to Queen of the Ring, and I'm not. which we'll get to in a minute. Um, then we have the next match. It's the King of the Ring qualifier, Fatal Four Way. It is Penta versus Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker versus Dirty Don himself. Um, Paul Heyman is in Braun Breaker's corner because, of course, he is. Um, it's a pretty good match. People getting their licks in.
Yeah.
Um, everybody looking great. L.A. Knight shows
Yeah.
up. Yeah, L.A. Knight shows up, takes out Braun, and he's getting a nice distraction in. And you think that maybe things are going to go a certain person's way, but no. Sammy uses the distraction from the attack to take out Dirty Dom,
Mhm.
and Sami Zayn, everybody,
Wow.
is your
That,
King of the
that
Ring
was a
qualifier.
surprise.
Yes,
Good. Give
yes,
Sammy, man. Sammy's been working so hard and he's been getting the shit into the sticks so like over the last few years, man. Like he beat Gunther at WrestleMania last year, sure. But then
right,
they just tore that away from him and gave that to Braun Breaker. And
yes,
so it's give Sammy something.
right, right.
But yeah,
And they
it was a cool
do
fatal
it.
four way.
It is a very
Fun
good
match.
forward. Indeed. Then we have there was an AJ Styles interview. There was a New Day
Mhm.
interview. Basically just, talking their mess, saying they're here. Y'all can go check it out. Nothing super, super prevalent from their, promos. You know how promos go.
Yep. It's New
Uh,
Day, so it's great, but
Speaking of promos, it was Nikki Bella time. Nikki Bella coming out in her home state.
you can look but you can't
Um,
touch.
Absolutely. And she comes out and she's trying to big up, the women's division, saying, I'm glad for this wrestler, and just shouting out different women,
Yeah, hyping up Evolution, that all
you
women's
know,
PLE that's
hyping up
coming up.
Evolution and hyping up some of the women, and Liv Morgan's name is not called, and she felt a certain way about that and
There's a
came
lot
out.
of ladies in the division. You can't name everybody.
Right, but she definitely felt like her being the longest reigning women's tag team champion, and her having, she felt a certain way, and
Of course.
Liv is just in her feelings because she's just in her feelings right now in general. So she felt like she could come out and just dip Nikki Bella real quick, and yeah, kind of tried to embarrass her in front of the home state, and yeah, man. So that might be the next. I wouldn't be surprised if
It'll be a
they,
little feud, yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of put something up at Night of Champions.
That
Maybe.
I could see that they might put that for Evolution, that women's
Oh,
pay-per-view.
oh yeah,
It
yeah,
might just be one
exactly.
of those
Yeah,
matches.
she might go and Nikki might go and snatch her sister as a big surprise, and they put the tag team titles up
Could be.
just to have them lose them, and then they either get them back or they drop them to somebody else a little later, just to kind
Hmm.
of clear Liv's plate because they might be giving Liv another championship run. We'll see.
Who knows? But I
'Cause-
love the speculation. That's half the fun, kids,
right,
because
right.
it could be a million different ways, and none of them will be directions that we're even thinking of right now.
It
So,
would be kind of crazy if they have Liv going for the women's Intercontinental. That way, her and Dom have the same belt at the
oh,
same.
that'd be cute.
That'd be,
Isn't hers?
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, interesting. But yeah, then we get the official announcement. It's official, folks. We're
Official.
going to get John Cena and CM Punk one more time at Night of Champions. It's gonna
Great.
happen. It's gonna happen, y'all. Billy will tell you that
Between
rivalry.
that and the King and Queen of the Ring finals, like
Yeah,
it's already gonna be a stacked card, man.
stacked.
But yeah, you're right. That feud that they had, especially back in 2011, it's one of the best. Go back and watch that one, kids. They were
Yes.
both champion at the time, and there was no bigger pop. I was at that SummerSlam match. There was no bigger pop that I've been a part of than when CM Punk came out with the true WWE Championship. But yeah,
Yes.
go check that out.
Yes. I mean, I still don't. I mean, and it might be coming. CM Punk might hit him with I should sue you for copyright infringement. You're doing what I did to you. You were talking about taking the belt. That's my move, Cena.
Yep.
But that brings us to the main
Main
event,
event.
main room, the main event of the night. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line, folks. It is Mr. In Your City, Mr. Four Letters, one word, huh?
Uh,
World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso against the Ring General,
Gunta.
leader of the Imperium, Gunther. Dun, 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 Gunther.
Man, it was a hell of a show. And then be like, oh, right, we still have this match to finish it off.
Correct.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, boys and girls, I remember, I feel like there's this trend where we used to maybe get title defenses on Raw every once in a while.
Hmm.
But I think we have been spoiled. Um, we've been given a lot of title defenses on the weekly shows. I
A
remember that
lot
was
lately,
yeah, it used to be. I feel like it used to be, like I said, a rare thing where it was like,
especially the top belt.
yeah, especially the top, yeah, top prizes, especially top belts and things like that. So this here's another title defense on a Monday night. It's Jey Uso and Gunther again, and going in, I felt like there's no reason to have Jay lose it now
Hmm.
because why? You can ride this Yeet heavyweight championship thing for a good long time.
See who else he can get into a good feud with. Yeah,
Yes. But
just
I
move
tell you
on.
what, Graham, it just goes to show that no matter how old you get, no matter how much you think you know, they can still they can still turn one on us. Because not only does uh not only does Gunther win, he uh chokes Jay all the way out to where he can't even tap. He just chokes him all the way
But
out. And Gunther is once again your world heavyweight champion, everyone.
man, but that match, like I don't know why people don't expect it. It's Gunther. If he's in a match, he will win and he will win clean. And just as when they counted or when he checked on Jay and he was out at the bell rang, just all the air just got sucked out of that room.
I mean, because you just again, it's this feeling of man, like why put this yeet train on a halt right
Mhm.
now?
It reminded me of the Kofi run. They kind of did the same thing with Kofi.
Yeah,
It's like
and,
give him that big mania moment and then just, well, all right, you had your moment.
yeah,
See ya.
and, and it was a good run. It
Yeah.
was a good run, and so now we see what happens going on from here, folks. Gunther is once again your world heavyweight champion,
I'm
and
okay with it. I
as
am.
takes,
He does belong up there. I love Gunther as world champion because he is just
yeah,
on his own and just worries about nothing but retaining that title.
correct, just being the ring general.
I
That's
heard a good comparison that Gunther is in the WWE world, Gunther is reality. So he's that one that will keep you in check. Be like, no, no, that's not how it's gonna go. That's just no. Just
that's
slap you in the face. I'm still here. I'm champ.
So that means, boys and girls, that Seth Rollins, if he were to cash in right now, he could be going for John Cena or he could be going for Gunther. Who
Hmm.
knows? Who knows where it sits? It looks like he was real set on getting the World Heavyweight Championship, but who knows? Seth
We'll
Rollins
see.
is a slippery dude.
He's
So
got like 360 days to figure it out. So we're
he's
gonna be
got a
seeing a
long time.
lot of that briefcase, kids.
Yeah.
Every title match be like, is it now? Is it now? We don't know. Same with the thing, same with Naomi, because she's so sporadic with it. It's like, is it now? Will it be now?
Right.
Who knows?
Right. Who knows?
So much fun. Strap in,
Strap in, everyone.
your
This is a
ride.
great time. This is a super great time. Speaking of time, we've come to the end of our time. That was Monday Night Raw. You know, he got things to do. I got things to do. Y'all got things to do. So we don't want to keep you. But before we go and do those things, Billiam, go ahead and give him the info. Give him the info.
Ah, with pleasure. Hey, kids, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also, comment down below. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what your favorite match of the week was. If we miss anything, let us know. We'll cover it. Why not? Also, you can find us on Instagram, Section 8 Wrestling Pod. Little lengthy, but you can find us.
You'll
And
find it.
if you want just audio versions of our podcast, we are on Spotify and we are on Apple Music, Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. Give
Woo,
us a
woo,
listen,
woo, woo, woo.
kids.
And shout out to everyone that's already joined the pages, that's already subscribed, that's already doing the dang things. Shout out to the gentleman that gave us a bit of a little advice on the YouTube. We appreciate that. We'll put that into effect.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much. We appreciate everything and all things. So yeah, to the lovers, to the haters, that's gonna be it. We'll see you next time where we tune in. We give you what happened on the next Friday Night SmackDown, and the next Monday Night Raw for the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I'm Kills at Wills.
Billion.
Hey, 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 we're going to see y'all on the next one.
Now, y'all.